Hello, Patrick here, how's it going? Today we're just going to go through basically the Sun and Moon shit that's come out and from the last, basically everything that came out from the last trailer. Just going to be going through that and seeing what I think of everything, yeah. So as you can see here, right on the Pokemon website, they're the two legendaries. So the Shield legendary is a big dog with a shield, and the Sword legendary is a big dog with a sword. Now, looking at this, the designs don't look super great, to be honest, but if you see them in action, obviously the trailer's in the background. I'm not going to show the proper trailer because I'll get a copyright claim, but they do look amazing. In the video, in the trailer, and like gameplay footage, it looks amazing, which, to be fair, everything does. But I don't really know much about this, but this little doggy here reminds me of another little Pokemon we've seen before. Well, no, not Pokemon. Something from another game. Basically it's a Dark Souls boss. If you have a look at this doggo, realize the thing. So this doggo here, the Great Grey Wolf Sith, it's just a big wolf with a sword in its mouth. I don't know if this is from a legend or something, or if it's just part of the lore of the Dark Souls games, but it's pretty cool, and it could definitely be the inspiration for this doggo here. It's slightly more angelic. Yeah. I'm gonna cough myself to death. So yeah, scroll down. I've got a bunch of new stuff. We'll just sort of go through it really, and I'll say my opinion. So have a look at Pokemon. As I said before, we've got the two new legendaries. So Zarkane and Zamazenta. Zarkane and Zamazenta. There we go. I've not even ever tried to read those before. Yeah, this one, it's a dog with a sword. Yeah. Its shining blade can cut through anything, and its glimmering shield can turn back any attack. Unstoppable force, immovable object, general idea we've seen before. This could be Excalibur, we're in England, stuff like that. So yeah, that's them. Go at Pokemon, let's see what else we got. Obviously the starters, but there's also been some new released mons. So the first one being this thing, Glossifleur. Anyway, the flowering Pokemon, it's cotton, because it evolves into cotton. Yeah, I don't really have much to say. It looks kind of weird, but man, it's grass. Yeah, that's fine. Man, I need to get a better way of doing this. Currently access the back button from there. So this is its evolved form, Eldegoss. Yeah. Again, it's a big cotton thing. Really creepy face. That freaks me out. Yeah, I don't really have much to say. Pretty standard stuff. It's a grass type. Again, all the screenshots look sick. I like all of this. Yeah. Oh my god, it worked. Next one up, Wooloo. If I get one of these, I'm calling it Sean. It's a sheep, but God is it adorable. Look at that. Look at that sheep. It's literally just a sheep with bangs. There's not even bangs. I don't know what you call those. Ponytail? No, ponytail. Whatever they're called. Yeah, it's just a cute sheep that craves stability. Yeah, it's an adorable sheep. Now we get into the real meat, so Corviknight. So this is probably one of the coolest Pokemon I've ever seen. It looks more like a Yu-Gi-Oh card than a fucking Pokemon. Look at it. It's the Red Eyes Black Dragon. It's the Raven Pokemon. Yeah, especially like in the trailer, this footage here. God, this looks so good, doesn't it? Oh my god, it looks amazing. Flying taxi to travel from town to town. Wow. Actually, I've seen quite a few, memes, I guess, or just pictures of them saying, or people saying, this could be the inspiration, or could be inspired by obviously the black bird, which everyone rides on during the fly animations. And I suppose with this, it does lend some credence to it, although I don't think it's particularly related. It might just be a design influence or something. But yeah, that's such a cool looking Pokemon. And then Dreadnought. So again, this one's a very odd one. This is clearly based on an alligator snapping turtle. I have no idea why. I mean, that, you know, the alligator snapping turtle is is an animal that I've had on my list of, you know, Pokemon that should be an animal, and I was going to do a video on. So it's pretty cool that it's getting you know, it's getting a Pokemon. But look at it. This is a salt. This is a freshwater creature that does not live, you know, anywhere near England. You know, so I really don't get it. If you have to look at the others, you know, you've got some cotton, you've got a sheep, you've got a raven. Those things are all pretty indigenous to, well, the United Kingdom. And then you've got a chameleon, a monkey, and one of these things. So, you know, I might have a look at where you can find chameleons, where you can find squirrel monkeys, and where you can find these, and maybe there's a connection there. And it could just be Pokemon from, for example, former colonies of the United Kingdom that were brought over, for example, something like that. If they were ever going to do like in India or, you know, a region from somewhere else. Wild battles, yeah, peaked a bit. So yeah, so there seems to be a mixture between both the normal grass things jumping out at you encounter and Pokemon being in the overworld, which is, I don't really mind. Either one's fine with me. If it's a mix, then it's the best of both worlds, really, isn't it? It still allows you to do things like... Sorry, I'm on the bell. Still allows you to do stuff like Nuzlocke and whatever, you know, you would normally do, but also allows you to pick and choose what Pokemon you wanna encounter. And, you know, the same thing is going to apply to everything in this video. Every single screenshot looks absolutely phenomenal. Abilities, you know, yeah, whatever. And that's obviously those Pokemon. So characters now. So people of the Gala region. There's a bunch again, screenshots. This is the big medieval dragon city you can see in the background. It looks amazing. Some basic stuff, more wheelbarrows. This is the gyms. So this is, again, we'll talk about this in a second, but the gyms are back, and these guys are the new gym leaders. And yeah, it's in this tournament style, not tournament style, but like sports style arena where you have to go out and wear your own little outfit and battle in a big stadium full of crowd. Which again, there's screenshots of the trailer, which I don't have, but the crowd are individual people, and it's, you know, it scans over the crowd in the beginning like a cutscene, and I don't know if you'll be able to see it properly in the Switch itself, but from the video it's pretty cool. And there's whatever this is, some Bidoo news desk or whatever. So the cast, the main characters are, so we've seen them before. Go into the nitty gritty here. We've got Leon. So this guy, he is the champion of the Gala region, and yeah, he seems pretty freaking cool. He's got a sword on his sword and shield on his chest. He's got a bunch of other logos. I'll have a look at those later. He is just looking dope. Look at him. A friendly, badass looking guy he is. He's wearing a cape. He's like a royal. And yeah, he's the champion. Truly deserves the title of the greatest trainer in all of Gala. Undefeated, extremely popular. He's probably going to be a villain, isn't he? Let's be honest. The nice guys always are. Hop. So Hop is the little brother of the champion. He's Leon's little brother. The little freak. Look at him. Look at that smile. Yeah, again, these guys might have some influence from India or other different, you know, colonies based on skin color. I don't know if am I allowed to say that? Can I say that? Well, I said it. Yeah, so I don't know. He seems nice. Obviously, he's one of your rivals. So there are going to be other rivals, but he's pretty cool. Seems like a nice, friendly rival. You're brought up in the same town. Your neighbours. So that also by default means that Leon has also been your neighbour. Maybe he left, maybe, you know, before you were born, for example. You might, I don't know how much older he is. But you know, he's probably so Leon, rather than Hop, obviously, is probably a big inspiration just to trainers of your town. Hop is probably going to be chasing after his brother, and again, maybe could turn evil if his you know, ambitions and living in his brother's shadow gets too much for him. But I doubt it. I doubt either of them are going to be evil. It's just thoughts running through my head right now. But yeah, you come from the same village as the trainer, as the champion of the region, which is obviously very cool, and hopefully it's going to be a big inspiration for you and all the other little boys and girls in that little town. Cool. That's him. Oh, my throat. Yeah, as you can probably tell, I'm dying. Mill. But I haven't produced any content in too long, so we're doing it. Cool. Editing. Let's hope it works. Professor Magnolia. So we got a grandma. We got a. Oh, look at her. Professor Grandma. I love it. Honestly, it suits the region perfectly. And yeah, she's got a raven on a stick. She's got what might be a Z crystal on a necklace. And she studies the Dynamax phenomenon. So that's something we'll come back to in a minute. But yeah, she seems pretty cool. I like her. Old grandma, professor. Yeah, she's like Professor Oak, but an old grandma and wise, and I love it. Yeah. Next up, the last person is Sonia. Briefly mentioned in the description of Professor Magnolia. She is the granddaughter of Professor Magnolia and her assistant, basically. She's also a lifelong childhood friend of the champion Leon. And yeah, I mean, she's going to be very knowledgeable and useful during the adventure, and also obviously she's got the ties to what's his face, to Leon, and she's got some kind of Japanesey influences, I think. It's sort of what you know, there's that like Japanese style where they pretend to be white and they look like this. So this is probably what just Japan thinks white girls look like. This is a basic bitch in Japan. Yeah, and again we'll have a look at the details of her costumes and design and whatnot some other time, but she's got a cool coat. I like her coat. Yeah, fuck it. Yep, so the league, again, like I said, gyms, they're proper stadiums now. It's pretty cool, actually. I quite like to wear my own stuff, though. Don't really want to wear whatever jerseys and whatever they've got on here, this uniform, but whatever, it's still pretty cool. Obviously we get gyms back, and yeah, it's going to be a big thing, lots of audience participation maybe, and screens that hopefully are going to show the battle rather than just wherever that is. Yeah. Cast. Let's go back one more. So the people of Alola, there's one more person we haven't, of Gala, one more person we haven't had a chance to see, and that is this guy. So the gym leaders, of which we have Milo. So what are they called now? They're called something else. Are they still called gym leaders? Yeah, well apparently they're still called gym leaders. So this is the grass one. This is, I guess, the first one. He's pretty cool. He's got a lot of Pokeballs on him. He's got his special uniform on. This looks kind of like a rugby shirt. And he's a thick old boy, isn't he? Look at him. Massive, thick old farmer boy. Ready to spike you on your goddamn heads. Yeah, he looks pretty cool. Nothing much to say. This is the Dynamax phenomenon, though. This thing you can see here. So we'll try and find that. So the Dynamax phenomenon. Basically, Pokemon just become really big. That's all there is to say. In certain locations, you can make this happen, and they go from being this tiny little thing here to being this huge thing, which obviously, I mean, it's quite cool. It's just a gimmick, you know, and obviously it's going to be specific to this game, unless they bring it back for like a Battle Frontier kind of thing, where this is one location somewhere else. This could be related to some kind of, you know, ancient sorcery. Obviously, like I said, there's all like the, what are they called? Pagans and druids and stuff. They're obviously going to have a role. There's all the Dolmen and there's the Minir floating around. So there's, you know, druid influences in the region. And again, it could be some kind of druid magic or some shit. Yeah, they become really big. And obviously all the gyms, they appear to be Dynamax locations, but there's also some stones that we see, which, you know, allow you to do it in the wild. And there are Dynamax encounters as well, in which this thing, which on the other, you know, you can get this, and yeah, go watch the trailer, it probably explains it better. Max moves like a Z move, but for a big old beastie here. Yeah. You get a Rotom phone. It's a Rotom, but in a smartphone. You can make your bike go faster. Yeah, I don't know, just whatever, really. Natural beauty. Oh, one thing interesting about the Dynamax phenomenon actually is, you know, the big old statue, not the statue, the engraving, or what's it called, like the Cernabus giant sort of esque thing, is clearly just something going Dynamax, right? With the big sort of lizardy monster in the middle and little creatures sort of like scattered around. It's probably just them going Dynamax, you know, a big old monster and then little people, little Pokemon being scattered around. And this is just a mural of that, basically. You know, like I said, the game looks gorgeous. Absolutely nothing else to say about it. It just looks phenomenally beautiful. With Pokemon around the overworld, that's pretty cool as well. A bunch of different environments, as you'd expect. Not sure where the sandstorm is, but, you know. Oh yeah, you can do raids. So there's Dynamax co-op, where you and some other people basically just go together and defeat bosses. Yeah, I imagine they get stronger, basically. They get special abilities, special attacks, and they become like Totem Pokemon were, just really beefed up. But you get to battle them with your friends. Look at that. Can I click on these? I can't click on those. And you can go Dynamax against them and then catch them in the Dynamax balls. Shout out to Lantern. Oh, that's quite cool. You get different Pokemon based on the environment and the weather. So if you can't find friends, they give you friends. That's quite nice. But yeah, you have to pay for the online. Yeah, and then there's the trailer we had before. Box art. Box art is pretty good, to be honest. I quite like it. I like the designs, especially, like I said, from the trailer. These images I'm kind of met on, but from the actual trailer it looks pretty freaking impressive. Yeah, that's about it, really. I got some fan art the other day, but I'll probably put that in the end of a proper video. This is not a proper video. This is a mess. But yeah, this is Sword and Shield. We have that's coming out then. Hopefully this trailer isn't enough to get me a strike. God, look at Corviknight, it looks so good. Butterfree, and you're running around and living life to the fullest. Oh yeah, those are the stones that lead to the Dynamax phenomenon. Yeah. Well, that was fun. Bye.